So guys, Craig Hanson, how are we? Averages of movement, great ball strikers when you're looking at your swing. You're filming your swing and you want to see what are the good players doing. Where are your checkpoints? All right, this is a really interesting area because you're seeing, unbelievable similarities with so many players, even though people think that they're all swinging differently. It's just ridiculous. It really is. We're going to get in there in this video and have a look at Adam Scott as well. Some really, really good ball strikers. And we're going to draw some lines. And we're going to have a look where a lot of these great players are. And you can do this with your mobile phones. Like, there's just millions of people now filming their swings with their mobile phones. They're catching on to it. I mean, good coaches and players have been doing it for so long with the V1 Golf app, which is just a remarkable piece of equipment. Partners with worldclassgolf.com. And we get in there and, we're showing people how to really analyze their swings. The closer you get, the better you hit. Right? We all need to do a few things to hit the ball consistently, right? It's just a fact. And if you're using if you don't get the chance to use TrackMans and flight scopes and things like this, you can get it so close. I can show you positions here. And if you get in them, you're going to flush it. Right? You're going to have a great understanding of the golf swing. Let's move down. And this, if you've seen some other videos, these are some of the lines that we draw when we're analyzing golf swings. And we're looking at the averages of movement. Let's have a look at lead arm parallel to the ground. All right? And you can film in slow motion on your mobile phones. People don't even know that. You've got a high-speed camera in your pocket there. Now let's draw a line up the shaft. Let's make sure we click on the right lines. We're just going to see, some of the numbers here. So we've got, I'll just get that better right. I think I'll have a look here. Just to have a look. We'll get a line up straight at that 65 degrees. Tiger Woods. 65 degrees. I'm just making sure. All right, so that's interesting. Okay, so the amount of, loading that they have on the shaft. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. When you look at the geometry of the body. So I'll draw a line up from the ankle to the hip. See the number? 76. All right, so I'm not cheating. I'll get that right on the hip and draw it up, straight up to the hip, 76. Now, what else do we see? We see how much lateral movement do we see through the line here. Okay. So this is where you sort of, you need a bit of a blueprint, right? Wouldn't you need to have there needs to be some sort of commonality with golf instruction these days. I mean, there's just so much stuff all around the place, people telling you how to do it. But where's the facts, right? So if someone says to me, all right, there's lateral movement, well, how much is there? Well, then I film my swing. I get a little tripod, a little holder, a little stand thing to show you on worldclassgolf.com. Pop it in there and we show you how to download the app. And, you start to sort of get a basic appreciation and understanding of where things need to be. All right, and let's go down a little bit further into the swing. All right, we'll take off those lines on the shaft and we'll just move down. And at times you'd need another little bit of a checkpoint. You sort of go, okay, so if I'm bringing the club down where the hand gets, close to being sort of underneath the chin, give or take a couple of degrees. If I'm getting around these areas here, underneath the chin, where am I there? So where's the right leg? And this is with V1 Golf. It's just amazing. 65 degrees on world-class golf instruction. This equipment's going to be installed very soon into the back end where you can use these lines and angles and get an understanding. Now look at these positions. There's a couple of degrees away here. So you're seeing, 68 degrees here, 60. But it's obviously there's subtle variations, but you're seeing club golfers up into the 80-degree area. They're just, literally miles away from it. All right. So and then obviously into impact, and we can see that there's, amount of shaft length. You can see this on your mobile phones, right? And you can get in there and measure the amount of shaft length. There you have the tour average. You're looking around 12 degrees. There's a little bit more, 16 straight up here. You're looking at your geometry in the swing, and you're seeing really, really similar positions. Let's have a look at Adam Scott because, to make sort of people really realize what's happening here. We'll draw a line straight up from the ankle, and we'll get a gauge of, left arm parallel to the ground here. All right, so we'll get into left arm parallel. Now, we're going to see, once again, if I can just get a bit further into it. There we go. We'll draw a line up the shaft, 63. So it's amazing, isn't it, when you're looking at these numbers. And then we'll get a line up from the outside of the leg to the outside of the hip, 77. So what were they? 76. And you could even probably, if you took it off the pocket and put it really on the side of the hip, you're looking at similar numbers. And once again, you're getting around that position here. And it's pretty much identical, isn't it?
World-class golf instruction has over 700 detailed videos for every golfer. Practice programs and evidence-based material is applied to helping you to become your own coach and play your best golf. Join us in the chat room and join the community of world-class golf instruction.
So by understanding swing geometry from both sides, it gives golfers a plan. For people looking for quick tips and the solution to the game, I mean, it's just not going to really work, does it? You know, if you're jumping around all over the place, you know, looking for maybe the secret to, you know, the magic wand or whatever it might be. But we're just seeing, you know, we're seeing golfers, you know, you know, with the right leg just sort of nowhere near, you know, look at this up here, and, you know, losing angles and fat shots and thin shots, where when we see it's the good players, you'll see them getting in, you know, very, very close to these similar positions, you know, where you're seeing angles into here, you're seeing bigger angles in the right leg. I mean, he's right down in the 60s, and the club golfers just don't get there, do they? They're really a long, long way away from a lot of these positions. By improving these positions, the closer you get, the better that you're going to hit it. And, I mean, you're just seeing so many players around the world in these similar positions, you know, lead arm parallel to the ground, drawing a line up the shaft into the 60s, and drawing a line up that right leg into that pocket. There's 78 degrees, a couple of degrees away. And this is what we're talking about when we're getting into these positions. A couple of degrees here and there is okay. But inside the averages of movement, guys, the world-class golf instruction has getting around close to 1,000 videos, 60 separate series for advanced players. There's obviously so much information, but there's so much for club golfers as well. And really giving the people to get in there and be able to teach themselves. If you're after online lessons, this is the format that you'll get from me, and they'll go for 20 to 30 minutes, and I'm teaching people from all around the world. Okay, something that I take very seriously and with a lot of passion. Guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure perhaps see things in a different light and understand that there is commonalities, and the closer that we get to these positions, you know, the better that we can hit the golf ball.